And welcome back. So, you don't hear anything, but you see not far from where Chetney is looking out into the fog. You swear you see what looks like part of the volcanic rock begin to move.
They're doing hand. Okay.
Something.
Where? Okay.
Chetney, you just barely hear, maybe 10 feet behind you, what sounds like scraping across jagged stone. And you glance over and you see this hulking, multi-legged form that is of the same color and texture of the surrounding volcanic rock. Like almost a serpent-like creature that is like a massive Komodo dragon made of volcanic rock. That is like... Ah! Do you make a sound?
Yeah. Ah!
The creature shoots over your direction. And you watch as some of the coloration, that texture and dark coloration fades from the front of its face. And instead you see like pale white, almost like bloodless colored skin. It almost looks like some lizard or mole-like creature. You do not see eyes upon its head. There is just this massive jaw of teeth that kind of open and slobber, and this massive nose-like star at the end of its mouth that just kind of like... Make a stealth check for me.
21.
Oh,
wait, probably has really good smell.
Yeah, there's a big ass star in his face.
We just want to poop.
Oh, it's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Why are you cheering?
Did you just get bored?
I'm excited.
Cool. 62 points of piercing damage as its jaws snap around you and it tries to pull you into its jaws. You just barely squeeze out and land back on your knees, pain rocking your body as the teeth kind of drag across your body as you manage to pull yourself free. What do you do?
So, I shout out Chetney's name, and I just run off the edge and leap.
12 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground. You get back on your feet still, but you took a hard hit to the shoulder in the process.
And then I will thrust Seedling out towards that creature's outstretched claw and pull myself right up to its face.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kick off of its snout as I crash into it, and then land down between Chet and it and push and use bait and switch and shove my shield up in this thing's weird looking nose.
You got it.
Done.
Okay. I'm just gonna move my hands, and on the rock over here, a little tear is gonna open up, and a Ryloran is gonna step through.
Ooh, let's go!
You watch as tearing out of this small red glowing rift across the battlefield, a thin, lanky Ryloran pulls out. Chet, you're up.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god! Is all internal monologue because I'm just shuddering in shock and fucking pain. And I'll wipe some of the blood out of my gaping chest wounds, and I'll flick a curse of bloated agony at the creature within 30 feet as a bonus action.
Seeps into its pale exterior skin, leaving these black marks where the blood spatters hit.
Amazing, and I will go 70 feet back towards the Ryloran.
Easy enough to do. The creature that sensed the arrival and the direction of where you were previously is going to lash out at where it thinks you still are to try and finish the job, but Orm is there instead. Glances off the shield as it snaps out, but as the jaw moves by, you look right as one of its claws is now scratching out towards you as it deflects off of that. You just duck out of the way, getting the shield low, and just it scrapes the claws across the metal, leaving sparks for a second as it pushes you almost to the ground, your leg almost buckling from the weight as it pushes onto your shield, and its back, like, let's say, secondary leg on that side, is going to try and claw upward from underneath to try and knock the shield over like it's walking past you. 22 points of slashing damage, and in doing so, it also, like, pushes past you a bit over here. It's like... And it's like smelling loud in the air, and it can like smell the smoke, and it seems like it's picking up the scent of just you.
Shit, I didn't plan anything. Feels like this thing needs to be within range of us to attack us, so I'm going to cast compulsion on it. And then I'll get out of here by moving towards Chetney.
Cruising across the rocks.
Well, FCG is compelling him, so I don't want to do anything to mess that up. So I'm just gonna pump some Eldritch Blast.
You see it's like smelling out in different directions.
I'm a scorching ray.
All right.
So, 16 points of damage.
16 points of fire damage, alrighty. As you're all kind of facing this direction, off in this direction, a heavy, like an impact sound hits, kind of shakes the ground, and you hear and the entity that's currently in the middle of the battle kind of like
So, off in that direction, we heard a bigger fish. Okay. This is changes slightly what I'm going to do.
You get a little drunk there.
Yeah. Ash has it preoccupied. I'm just going to sort of hop back and forth and look for a break in its legs. I'm just going to stab the motherfucker. And 16 points of damage. And disadvantage against anyone but me.
Great.
Since I poked its pooper.
awesome.
It's probably very dexterous.
You got this.
I'm going to lightning bolt it.
31 points of lightning damage.
Is it dead?
Through a blast in the side of the creature, is, you know, distracted by the sound, gets hit. It looks like it definitely is looking in the direction of where it came from and smells. That's all.
And then my Ryloran's gonna attack it as well.
Go for it. 2 attacks on that. Yeah, you watch as the Ryloran back there, kind of a still semi-ethereal state, it kind of pulls its arms up, and you watch as this slightly faint, kind of red-pink energy kind of draws from around it, and it brings up its hands to the sides of its elongated head.
Yes.
And its eyes flare, and the creature buckles for a second from some sort of impact.
11 points of
What?
11
That's
points of
it?
slashing damage.
I flare, that's it? God damn it!
Alrighty. This creature is compelled, but you did goad it last turn, so it's going to go ahead and unleash 3 attacks on you. Another natural 20.
Damn!
To hell.
Yes, she is.
Takes 30 points of piercing damage from the bite as it clamps down like on your shield arm and actually like almost eats your arm off. You like take your sword and dig through and pull yourself free. The second claw strike comes up and you just barely deflect it with the shield, but the power in doing so puts the shield right out of the way of your defensive position, and the other claw kind of strikes you in the abdomen for 25 points of slashing.
He's like,
I'm so far away. I was gonna heal
It's
good old
also-
chutney.
Compulsion, so it like darts off, skittering across the way, like throwing rocks and bits of broken volcanic material behind it as it rushes off in that direction. Wisdom save. That is going to be a natural 17. So it does no longer compel.
I'm gonna tell Pate, hey buddy, go for a ride.
All right, Mom, I've got him. Mom.
And then through Pate, I'm gonna do a shocking grasp. 13 damage.
13 damage, you got
The
it.
shocking grasp.
I'm gonna run straight at Orem, and I'm gonna just say hop on, and we're gonna keep running.
And with your dashing movement, you can manage to get over into this little hollow space.
Is there, okay, so there's a hollow?
Yeah.
Shoving you in back.
It's only about maybe 6-7 feet deep, but it's definitely like a
yeah, and then I'm just posting up.
Okay.
Not like
And there's a moment where everything around you gets a little darker.
What?
Can't say.
As you glance up and see a shadow in the sky above you that gets bigger and bigger.
I trust it.
An impact hits the ground, and rocks and stones and bits of broken volcanic landscape just go flying around. Everybody in the vicinity make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fuck! Okay.
Everybody.
16.
16, you take 1 point of piercing damage.
Oh, 15.
1 point of piercing damage.
Oh,
19.
Not that
1 point of
bad.
piercing damage.
22.
1 point of piercing damage. The rest of you are shielded from it, just from the debris being blasted back.
Wow.
As the kind of dust settles for a moment, you can see this hulking black shape that's probably about 25 feet tall at the top and about 40 feet wide from side to side. What looks like a gargantuan, jet black, toad-like creature has just landed in the middle of this battlefield and left a crater there. It has 2 bulbous yellow eyes in the front and a third one that kind of pops up towards the back to where it kind of has a visual sight on all points. As it lands, it kind of curls up and looks towards this chameleon-type lizard, and its mouth opens up once more, giving this like heavy, deep, bassy croak that quakes the stones around. As its mouth opens, Fern, you're the only one, actually Fern and Laudna, you glance over, the inside of its mouth is glowing. And you kind of look over in the mouth where it glows, and you see it's not like fire, there are like lanterns hanging on the inside. What? It looks like for a brief moment, you can see a quick glimpse of like a partially furnished living room and a hearth that's burning and crackling. As the mouth closes, and it stands there, inhales, and then gives one big... And like its whole chest puffs outward, and the creature on the side of the hill like shakes and looks like it's about to shit itself.
I heard something, I don't know what. I lean against this rock, I walk under Ash's legs. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh shit. Ooh, and I step back, and as I stumble backwards, I take 2 slashes with seedling and cut the air to hit the thing.
Go for it.
You guys!
6 is the
creature has a snout,
19
it's
points of
back.
damage on that one.
Points of damage. Fails his wisdom save with a 10.
Okay, so
it's definitely
right.
Successfully goaded. And you can see, like, as it's sitting there, massive muscular legs and these large webbed feet that you recognize from the imprint you saw the day before. As it begins to turn and right itself, there are 4 arms that dangle from the front, 2 that kind of catch, and 2 that are kind of reared up and almost grabbing the edge of the legs as it turns.
I am going to use telepathic speech. And I'm going to say in its head, Taurus?
One of the eyes kind of looks over to focus on you, and you get a sense of just hide a moment.
Okay.
Hide a moment?
Yeah.
The creature is going to just flee. It rights itself in the direction of the fleeing creature, and kind of like looks over and takes a huge leap up into the air. A massive arc, and then lands right behind this fleeing creature, and as it hits, it uses its front arms to like flip the creature, and you watch as this lizard creature, right at the edge of where the fog takes your vision, you watch it just and then vanish off.
Like that raccoon in the raccoon.
Yep, straight up.
All of his legs.
Yep, just full, and they do. It's the centrifugal force like holds its legs out, full on, and it just vanishes out in the mist before you hear.